Hey everybody, welcome back. In this video, we're going to show you how to use a bridge. Now, a bridge is something that you use essentially to transfer your assets from one chain onto another chain. So for example, if you have Ethereum on the Optimism chain, and let's say that you want to transfer it onto the base chain, you would use a bridge to do that. And a bridge is just a decentralized website that you connect your wallet to, and it will convert your Ethereum, for example, from this chain to that chain for a very small fee. So I'll give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and look at our Rabby wallet, and we can see that all of our funds are currently on the Arbitrum network. Well, what if we wanted to buy some assets on the base network, okay? So let's just go ahead and go to CoinGecko and find some coins on the base ecosystem to purchase. So I'm here on CoinGecko. In the search bar, I'm just going to type in base eco. Just click on this button, base ecosystem. And here are all the coins that run on that ecosystem. And let's say that there's this MOG coin right here. I'm just going to click on this one. And I'm just going to take a look at the chart. I'm going to click the max button. It looks like a pretty successful asset. Does not really look like it's in a good buy zone right now. It's probably going to fall further. But for this example of the video, I'm just going to buy some anyway, okay? So we scroll down here. Let's look at what chains it runs on. And it runs on the base ecosystem, okay? What I need is some Ethereum on base to buy this thing. So a good bridge for you guys to use to convert your assets from one chain to another is called Stargate Finance. So we're just going to type in the search bar, Stargate Finance. And there it is right there. Let's click on that. And we scroll down. So you could just Google Stargate Finance and hope and cross your fingers that whatever shows up in the Google search results is the official legit website. However, I'm just going to play it safe, and I'm just going to click on the link that's right here on the CoinGecko page. All right, we're here in the upper right-hand corner. I'm going to connect my wallet. I'm connecting my Rabby wallet, and I click the connect button. Okay, you can see it's connected now. I'm going to close this button. Okay, so now that we're connected, let's go ahead and click the transfer button. So I click transfer. Now, what do I want to do? I want to transfer Ethereum from Arbitrum to base. So I just click here, type in Ethereum, ETH, from Arbitrum, Ethereum to base. Okay, so we're transferring Ethereum from Arbitrum to Ethereum to base. Now, don't just click the max button and just convert everything over, because then one of your wallets is going to be empty of Ethereum and it won't be able to pay for transactions anymore. Remember, you always want to leave a little bit of Ethereum in these wallets to pay for transactions. So we're just going to convert half of this Ethereum over, okay? So how much Ethereum do we have? We have $39.50 of Ethereum in here. Okay, what is half of $39.50? $39.50 divided by 2 is $19.75. Another thing that you can do, you guys, is you can always go to Google and type in ETH to USD, hit enter, and right there you could type in, 1975, and it'll tell you exactly how much Ethereum that's worth. So we want to do 1975 worth, that's 0.0067 Ethereum, okay? So I'm just going to type in how much, 0.0067 Ethereum. That's how much I want to transfer. I click the transfer button, I click sign and create, I click confirm. It says the transaction has been submitted and the transaction has been completed. And you can also see right here at the top, it shows you how long it's going to take to transfer those funds over for you. You can see right here, it's only going to be about 40 more seconds and the transaction's completed. So I can go ahead and look at my wallet now. And now you can see I've got $19 of Ethereum on both chains, right? I've got half of it on base. We could probably leave this Ethereum in here for a really long time, you guys, because the transaction fees on these chains are going to be so small from now on, which is also going to increase a lot of adoption of this whole blockchain public banking thing, okay? So that's how you guys use a bridge. It's pretty simple, it's pretty cool, and that feature is going to be very helpful if you guys are going back and forth between your Rabby wallet and your centralized exchange like Kraken, for example, because Kraken doesn't support the base network, right? So sometimes you might have to use that bridge to help you out. Converting funds into base or from base can be a pain in the butt, but it's there for you if you need it. Now let's see if I can transfer some of this USDC over to base. So USDC on Arbitrum, Let's see if I can convert USDC over to base. By the way, everything you're watching right now is part of my crypto investor toolkit, and I decided to put the entire thing on YouTube for free because it's exactly what I wish I had when I first started in this space. Now, if you want to go deeper, I've also built the advanced modules. That includes my full altcoin list where I break down every category of the hottest layer ones, decentralized finance, the AI coins, the memes, and all of that. Plus, I provide 100 target levels for all of those things using Fibonacci levels, adoption curves, ChatGPT backtesting, and much more. Plus, we've also created some amazing Bitcoin price prediction modules that you guys are going to be able to reuse every single cycle, even though Bitcoin is going to constantly be evolving every 4 years. Now, you guys have seen other people's Bitcoin price predictions before, but the one that we have is so meticulous in advance, and we've used so many different methods for calculating it. I think you guys are going to be blown away when you see that there's nothing else like this on YouTube. There's nothing else like this on Twitter. It's kind of curated information over years of work, and you know, it's something that we're really proud of. And I think once you guys see it, you're going to see how much it stands out compared to other Bitcoin price prediction methods. Links below if you want in. Now let's get back to the video. And it is allowing me to do that, right? So that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and look at how much USDC I've got. Let's just do half of this. So 255 divided by 2, $127.50. So let's just do $127.50 worth. And I'm gonna click the transfer button. I'm gonna click ignore all, sign and create, confirm, sign, confirm. Transaction's completed and it's processing. All right, so it's been about 4 minutes and the transaction's completed. I'll just check my wallet real quick. Click this little button here. You can see our USDC is on the Arbitrum chain and it's also on the base chain. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and just disconnect from here. God forbid that they made that easy to understand how to do that. You just click right here and you just click this little icon here and that disconnects it from the exchange. Hopefully you guys will be tech savvy enough to survive being this early into this technology with all of these random different user interfaces all over the place. All right, so the wallet's disconnected. And just for another layer of security, we'll just go ahead and go into our wallet. We'll click on the More button. We'll click on Connected dApps, and we'll just disconnect all of them, okay? And that is how you guys use a bridge. Okay, so now that you guys know how to use bridges, I'm going to show you how to use something else that's really cool. This thing is called a Squid Router. Let's say that you guys are in a situation where you want to buy this meme coin on Fantom. But let's say that you look in your wallet and you don't have any Fantom. How are you going to buy it? So what we need to do is we need to buy some Fantom. But all we currently have right now is a bunch of USDC on the base chain. Well, what if Stargate Finance's bridge does not offer us the option to just simply convert USDC straight into Fantom? For example, you can see here that Stargate Finance is not supporting us converting our USDC on base into Fantom. This is when we can use Squid Router. So I just go to www.squidrouter.com and I'm going to click the swap button in the upper right hand corner and I'm going to connect my Rabby wallet to this. I'm going to click the connect button and now I am connected. And on the top, I'm going to click USDC on base. And what do I want to swap it into? I want to swap it into Fantom. So I can either just click on Fantom right here, or I could just type in the ticker symbol, FTM, for example. And let's say I want to buy $1,000 of this meme coin on Fantom. Let's buy $1,000 worth of Fantom. So I'm just going to click 1,000. So you're losing about $9.92 doing this transaction. However, that's time that you're saving by going to an exchange. You're probably going to be paying a trading fee at an exchange. And in the end, it might end up being the same amount of fees. So in the end, you might as well just see if this can save you some time. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this swap right now. And I'm going to click the give permission to use the tokens. And I'm going to click sign, confirm. It says transaction completed. So all that did was approve the gas fee. Now I need to click give permission to use the tokens and actually approve of the swap. So for some reason, it made me do it twice. And now I'm going to approve of the swap. I'm going to click sign, confirm. And it says transaction completed in the lower right-hand corner.
I'll just click this OK done button. And I'm going to look at my wallet now and see if there is any Fantom in there. We can see that there's 801 Fantom in there now. Now, one thing that is going to save you guys a world of hurt is by knowing that you are only going to be using this thing with your Rabby wallet, okay? Don't go and try to connect your Fantom wallet, which is made for Solana, and try to buy Solana with this thing. Because if you do that, you're going to end up with some Diet Pepsi caffeine-free version of Solana that runs on top of this weird chain called Celo or Cello or whatever it is. And that is not what you want. If you're buying Solana, you buy Solana with a Fantom wallet, which works with Solana. You don't want to try and buy it with something that runs on Ethereum and you get this weird ghetto version of Solana, okay? So that's going to save a couple of you that make that mistake a world of hurt. Only use your Rabby wallet with squidrouter.com. Remember, your Fantom wallet is only used for Solana, and your Rabby wallet is only used for Ethereum assets, which covers about 75% of crypto. So right now, here's this Hedgie the Hedgehog meme coin. When you're buying an asset that runs on an ecosystem like Fantom, that means we need to have a little bit of Fantom in our wallet at all times to pay for the transactions of this ecosystem. So no matter what, I don't want to just spend all of my Fantom to buy this thing because I want to have, at least $1 worth of Fantom left, right? So let's just go ahead and buy this meme coin. So let's go ahead and ape into this piece of junk meme coin on Fantom right now. I can do this simply by just clicking on Fantom, clicking the swap button, selecting the token I want to swap into, and I'm just going to type in Hedgie, Hedgy. There it is. This token has a low credit value, high risk, or very low liquidity. Yep. So we're just going to ape into that. And I'm going to leave about 21 Fantom in my wallet just for the heck of it. So let's go ahead and spend 780 Fantom. And let's buy these things and cross our fingers for the bull run.
And that's it for this video on how to use a bridge. Congratulations, you guys, on making it this far into the course. I'll see you in the next video. When I first got into crypto in 2017, it would have been a game changer had somebody provided me a free course like this. But the difference between surviving and actually winning in this market is knowing when to enter and when to exit. That's exactly why I built the advanced toolkit, which you can get at cryptoinvestortoolkit.com. Inside, you'll get my full altcoin list broken down by sectors like AI, layer 1s, layer 2s, decentralized finance, and complete with 100 price targets so you know where to take profit. You'll also get the Bitcoin price prediction system. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but once you dive into this system, you're going to be blown away once you see how much energy we put into it and how many methods we put it through. It's the most meticulous Bitcoin price prediction analysis ever. And as Bitcoin continues to evolve, you'll be able to apply this to every Bitcoin cycle moving forward. This is going to help people know when Bitcoin is overheated, and it's also going to let them know when it's oversold. So if you don't want to be left guessing when to sell, grab the advanced toolkit by clicking the link in the description below. Otherwise, click here to watch the next video.